Good morning, welcome to today's online academic tutorial. Today we are going to be considering JAMB Mathematics 2010 solution, and the paper that given to us here is what? Is B. Now the first question says, what the mathematics question paper type is given to you? Which mathematics question paper type is given to you? As you can see here that this is what? Paper what? B. So the paper type given to us here is what? B. So let's pick our option B. So the type B is on option what? Is on option B. So the answer here is B. So now that should be bonus mark for you. Now number 2 question says find R. Number 2 question says find R if 6R 7 base 8 is equal to 511 base 9. Find R if 6R 7 base 8 is equal to 511 base 9. This is a question on number basis. This is a question on number basis. As you can see, this is base 8 and this one is what? In base what? 9. And we solve this kind of question by converting the what? Each of these bases to what? Base 10 and equating the what? The result to each other. And that's called what? This method is called expansion what? Method. And that's what we're going to do now. We are going to write, but bring out what the questions out below. Bring that question out below. We have 6 R 7 base what 8 is equal to what? 511 base 9. Now, to use expansion method, you begin to learn number from the what? From the left. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Now this is how you do that. So now let's expand this now. We have 6 times 8 raised to power 2 plus R times 8 raised to power 1 plus 7 times 8 raised to power 0 equal to now 5 times 10, 5 times 9 rather, raised to power 0 plus 1 times 9 raised to power 1 plus 1 raised to power 9 times 10, 9 raised to power 0. You can see 5 times 9 raised to power 2, 1 times 9 raised to power 1, and 1 times raised to power what? 1 times 9 raised to power 2. So now 6 times 8 raised to power 2 is what? 6 times 8 raised to power 2 is 64. Which is equivalent to plus what? 7 times 8. Okay, R times 8 raised to power 1. R times 8 raised to power 1 is 8 plus 7 times 8 raised to power 7 times 8 raised to power 1 raised to power 0 is what? 1 equal to 5 times 81 plus 1 times 9 raised to power 1 is what? 9 plus 1 times 9 raised to power 0 is 1. So add 6 times 64 now. You can use your calculator here. We have what? 6 your 6 times 64. So what do you have? We have 384. 384. So you come here, you write your answer here. 300 and what? 84. 384. 384 plus 8R plus what? 7 times 1 is what? Is 7 equal to 5 times 8, 1 is what? 5 times 81, that should be around what? 405 plus 1 times 9 is what? 9 plus 1 times 1. So everything give you what? So for this 384 384 plus 7. 384 plus 7 will give me what? 391 plus 8R equal to now 405 plus 10, because 9 plus 1 is 10. It will give you what? 415. So please follow me. My writing, we are still working on that. It's a working process. Now, what you are going to do now is to transfer what? This to the other side. So we have what? 8R is equal to 415 minus what? 391. So here we have what? 8R equal to now 415 minus what? 391. What do you get? You can quickly press it here. 415 minus 391. So that's why the calculator is given here. So we have 24. So we have 24 here. 24. Now divide also by 8. So 8 here 1. 8 in 24 will give you 3. So therefore R is equal to 3. R is equal to 3. And so I can see 8 and 8 24 is 3. So option here is option 3. So that is C. That's number 2 question for us. So question number 3 here says that simplify 3 over 4 or 4 over 9 divided by 9 over 1 over 2 into bracket divided by 1 over 5 over 9. Now this is a question under what? Broadmass. And what does broadmass represent? BODMAS. Broadmass stands for bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. And this is a summary of all the operations that we use in arithmetic. So, having known what this stands for, let's go into the question directly. We have double bracket 3 over 4 of 4 over 9 divided by this fraction 9 over 1 over 2 close bracket divided by 1 over 5 over 9. Now, this is what you do. You solve problems in the word bracket first. And how do you go about that? Because the order here says bracket comes first. So, open bracket now, 3 over 4. Now, half means multiplication. This half here means what? Multiplication multiplied by 4 over 9. Now, divide then by what? You change this mixed fraction to what? To change this mixed fraction to improper fraction. 9 times 2 is what? 18 plus 1. It will give what? That is what? 19. 19 over what? 2 bracket what? Close. Divided by, also do the same thing to here. I change the mixed fraction to improper. 1 times 9 is 9. 9 plus 5 is what? Is 14. So we have 9 times 1 times 9 is 9. 9 plus 4 is what? 14. We have 14 over 9. So now, by so doing that, you can change this division to multiplication. Over bracket 3 over 4 multiplied by 4 over 9 multiplied by what? This is by changing multiplication into division to multiplication, the numerator become the what? The denominator become numerator and the numerator become what? The denominator. So we have 2 over what? 19 instead of what? 19 over 2. Because we change the division sign to multiplication. So 4 here 1, 4 cancel 4 here, 3 here, okay, 3 cancel 3 here. Then how many can goes here? This may or 3 in 9 is what? 3. So don't forget we start divided by 14 over 9 outside. So here we only have 1 here over 3 times 2 over 19. So we have over 3 multiplied by 2 over 19. So 2 over 19 here, bracket close, divided by 14 over what? 9. So you can only open the bracket now by saying 1 over 3 multiplied by what? 2 over 19. Now change this multiplication to division to multiplication by changing the word, the numerator and the numerator. So we have what? Multiplied by. Now 9 will go up, 14 will come down. So that's how you change division to multiplication and fraction. So now I look about this one now. 2 here, 1, 2 here, 7. Okay, 3 here, 1, 3 here, 3. So when you multiply this will give you around 3 over, now 1 times 3 is 3. So 19 times 7, what do you have? 19 times 7. 19 times 7. 3 times 7 is what? 133. 133. So there is no answer here, so to say, but this is how you go about it. Some of those past questions are incorrect sometimes, so they go. So this is how you go about the process of what? Point transfer. Please take note of it. How you open the bracket, you solve the problem in bracket, then you open it, then you solve it with the remainder of what? The operation there. Now that's that about number what? About 3 questions. Now let's move to what? Number 4 question. A student measured a piece of rope and found that it was 1.26 long. A student measured a piece of rope and found that it was 1.26 long. If the actual length of the rope was 1.25 meter, what was the percentage error in the measurement? This question is on error. Now, a student measured a piece of rope, found it was 1.26. That was the measured value. The measured value that the girl or student obtained is 1.26 meter. So the measured value here, which is abbreviated V, measured value is 1.26 meter. Now, but the actual length of the rope was 1.25. So the actual length of the rope is 1.25 meter. So that's the actual length of the rope. Now, what was the percentage error in the measurement? So now, if the measured value of the student is 1.26 and the actual value is what? Is 1.25. So what is the error or percentage error in the measurement? So the percentage error is given as the measured value minus what? The actual value all over the actual value multiplied by 100. That's the formula. Please notice. Percentage error is given by measured value minus actual value over what? Actual value times 100. The percentage error is equal to, now the measured value is 1.26 minus what? The actual value 1.25 over what? 1.25 multiplied by, now 1.26 minus 1.25 over 1.25 multiplied by what? 100. So when you measure 1.26 minus 1.25, what do you get? 0.01 over 1.25 multiplied by what? 100. So when you press this on calculator, what do you have? This is 0.80%. So you can add 0 to it because it's decimal. So 0.80%. So that's our answer. That's the error. So option D, as you can see, That's that about that. Now, question number 5 here says, at what rate will the interest on 4 naira increase to 24 in 3 years, reckoning in simple interest? At what rate will the interest of 400 naira be 24 naira in 3 years, reckoning in simple interest? Now, this question on simple interest, and we are given that what we should calculate which is unknown, and what is the rate on 400 naira, which is our principal, which is 400 naira. So this is 400 naira. So to have interest in of 24 naira. Now what we should calculate the rate for which 400 naira will have interest of 24 naira in 3 years. Duration of 3 years. As you can see that this is what simple interest. We know that from our formula, simple interest is equal to PRT over 100. So that's the formula for simple interest. So you are given that interest is 24 naira. 24 naira. Okay. Which is equal to what? Your principal is 400 multiplied by your R, which we are looking for, multiplied by the T, which is 3 years, over 100. So now cross multiply this 1 times 100 times R times 3 is going to give 1,200 R is equal to now 24 times 100 to give you 2,400. So by dividing both sides, I wrote 1,200. 1,200. So 1,201 and 1,200 2,200 to be what? 2. So your R here is 2%. So 2%, that's portion 1. B, as you can see, 2% here, portion B. So that's that. Now let's move to question number 6 before us says that evaluate 81 all over 16 x power minus 1 over 4 times 2x power minus 1. So we have to evaluate what? 81 over 16 x power minus 1 over 4 times 2x power minus 1. So this is law of indices. Now how do you go about that? Open bracket what? Open bracket 81 all over what? Over 16 bracket close minus 1 over 4 times 2 raised to the power minus 1. Now, this is a problem under law of indices. And whenever you have raised to the power minus 1 over 4, you have an inverse what? Law. An inverse law under what? Law of indices. Now, this minus means 1 all over. And when you are dealing with 1 all over, it has to do with what? Inverse what? Minus inverse. Minus 1 has to do with anything minus, anything raised to the power minus has to do with inverse law. So meaning that if I want to change this one to plus 1 over 4 according to our indices, this 81 will become the denominator, and this is what? Numerator, which is the denominator 16 will become what? Numerator. I come again. If you want to use the inverse law here of indices, by removing this inverse law minus here, the 16 will become the numerator and the 81 will become the denominator. So meaning that what? This is open bracket what now? 16 over 81 all over 1 raised to the power 1 over 4. So this inverse law now, I've removed the minus here because I've already changed the fraction, and the numerator has become the denominator, and the numerator has become what? The denominator has become numerator. So times, now the same thing applicable here, minus 2 raised to the power minus 1 become 1 over what? 2 raised to the power 1, and 2 raised to the power 1 is 1 over 2. 2 raised to the power 1 is what? Just ordinary 2. So now by so doing here, let us 1 over 2 raised to the power 1. So eventually to give us 2. So now you can find the fourth root. This one means 1 over 4 means the fourth root of 16, that is what number can multiply itself in 4 places to give me what? 16, that is 4th root of 16. So now, or you rather go about this by saying what? 2 raised to the power 4, which is all over 80, or 81 can be written as 3 raised to the power 4 as well. So into bracket what? 1 over 4 times 1 over 2. You can't miss the 1 over 10 now. So you give individual 2 raised to the power what? 4 times 1 over what? 4. So we have 2 raised to the power 4 times 1 over 4 all over 3 raised to the power 4 times 1 over 4. Don't forget, we still have 1 over 2 in common here. So here, going on now. So what do you have? We have this one cancelled out now to remain what? 4. This one cancelled out now. So this one has 2 left, which is 2, and this one has what? 3 left. So 2 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 2. So 2 cancel 2 here. So we are having what? 1 all over 3. So the final answer is 1 over 3. That was too much over time. This is 1 over 3 option what? Okay. So what you do is to what? Use reverse law by reversing this 16 over 8 all over 1 over 4 times 1 over 2 raised to the power 1. So finding your 2 raised to the power 4 as 16 and 3 raised to the power 4 as what? 81 all raised to the power 1 over 4 times 1 over 2. So by opening up with 1 over 4, we get 2 over 3. This is here 2 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 2. We arrive at 1 over 3, which is the final answer. So option what? A. Now, given that log 2 is equal to 0.3010, log 7 is 0.8451, evaluate 112. Now, this is a logarithm, and how do we solve it without even using table? Because we have provided what? The log of 2, we are given what? The log of 7, and this we has to find log 112. Now the first thing is to find what? The factors of what? 112 in terms of 2 and 7. So basically we are going to have 112 now, rule a line like this. We are given what? So we have drawn a table 112 divided by what? 2 now. 2 in 112 is going to be what? 2 in 112. So 2 in 11 is 5. Remember 1. So 2 in 12 is what? 6. So 56. So 2 can also go. 2 in 56 is what? 28. So 2 again in 28 we have 14. 2 again 14 we have 7. Then the last one here, 7 here, 1. You can see the long list of what? Prime factors that we have here, 2 and 7. So 112 is written as what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times what? 7, which is can be written in index form. And 2 raised to the power 4 multiplied by what? 7 now. So therefore log 112 is equal to log open bracket 2 raised to the power 4 times what? 7 bracket close. So now the principle of logarithm says that whenever we have times we change it to multiplication. Log 2 raised to the power 4 plus what? Log 7. Now which is the same thing as what? Now this 4 can go back. We have 4 log 2 plus log 7. Now, what do you by that? Let me write it very well here. 4 log 2 plus log 7. And from the question, we have what? Log 2 to be 0.3010. So 4 into bracket. Now what's your log what? 2 is 0.3010. 0.3010 bracket close plus, now what is log 7? Log 7, what is log 7? Is 0.84551 equal to now 4 times 0.3010, so we have 1.204 plus now 0.8484, then that is 0.8451. You can do that 1. Save our time. So 1.204 plus 0.845, then 1. So it gives us what? 2.0491. 2.0491. Option what? You can see that here we have option what? Option B is the answer. Option B. So 2.0491, 2.0491. So that's how you solve problems like that. Now question number 8. Rationalize what? 2 root 3 plus root 5 all over root 5 minus root what? 3. Now rationalize 2 root 3 plus root 5 over root 5 minus root 3. Now this is rationalization of solid. So, and how do we go about these questions? We have to write it out first. 2 root what? 3 plus root 5 all over root 5 minus root what? 3. Now, this, to carry out rationalization, you multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Now, what is the conjugate of denominator? This here we have root 5 minus root 3. Then the conjugate will be what? Root 5 plus root 3. So multiply by root 5 plus root 3 over root 5 plus root 3. So what do we have here? 2 root 3 plus root 5 into brackets, open another bracket here, root 5 plus root 3 all over root 5 minus root 3 multiplied by root 5 plus root what? 3. So bracket close equal to, now 2 times, this one is assumed to be having 1. 2 times 1 to give what? 2. Then root 3 times root 5. Root 3 times what? Root 5 here would give what? Root 15. So we have 2 root 15 in the first term. So that's, we use this again to multiply this. This one is assumed to be 1. Whenever you don't have anything here is 1. So 2 times 1 is what? Plus 2. So root 3 times root 3 times root 3 gives what? Root 3. So this was root 3. Root 3 multiplied by root 3. We have what? Root what? Root 9. And root 9 is same as what? 3. So whenever you are having root 3 multiplied by root what? 3, you are having 3. So 2 in bracket 3. That's the first multiplication. I'm taking this one to multiply this. Root 5 times root 5. We have what? 5. Because we have the same thing, same root. 5 times root 5, we have plus what? 5. Now, root 5 times root 3, we have what? Root 5 times root 3, they are not the same thing. So root 5 times root 3 will give what? Plus root what? 15. Because 5 times 3 is 15. So that's that all over. Now since we are dealing with difference of 2 square, what you do here is just take the first one here, square it, take the second one here, square it. So when you do that, root 5 or square, because it's different, this one will give you difference of 2 squares, so that's why you have to take root 5 or square minus what? Root 3 or square. So So what do we have here? What we are having here now is equal to 2 root 15 plus now another root 15 here plus root 15. I'm already rearranging the what is 2 times what 3 here is 6 plus 1. So 6 plus and 2 times 3 is 6 plus 5. So what do we all over? Now root 5 whole square is what? 5. Because square we cancel square root. Root 3 square is what? Minus what? 3. So everything here now is what? 2 root 15 plus root 15. They are similar, so you can add it together. 2 plus, there is 1 outside here. So 2 plus 1, because the quotient here is 1. 2 plus 1 is what? 3 root what? 15 plus 11. Don't forget here we have what? 5 minus 3 is all over what? 2. Don't mind me. So the final answer here is what? 3 what? Root 15 plus 11 over 2. So final answer. So 3 root 15 plus 11 over 2, that's option 1. A. So that's that about that. So now the question number 9 here says that express the product of 0.21 multiplied by 0.34 in standard form. So the product means multiplication. So we are going to have 0.21 multiplied by 0.34 equal to, now press on here, 0.21 multiplied by 0.34. So what do you have? The result here is 0.0714. That's the what? The result here, which is equal to, now to standard form now, I have to move this one so that the number will be between what? 1 and 7. Between 1 and 7. So you move this decimal point here to a number between 1 and 7. 1, 2. And because we are moving to the what? To the right, it's going to be minus. So after times the of 1, 2. So this one was 7.14. Because this now is now between 1 and 10, which is 7 times the number of times that I have moved towards the what? Right, which is when I'm moving to right towards the right, it is what? Minus. So I move 2 times, so it will be minus what? 2. So 7.14 times 10 to the minus what? 2. Option C. Now this is the question on that set, specifically what? Venn diagram. We are told that in survey 15 people readers, 40 read champion and 30 read guardian. How many read bolts? So now you have to represent this information with a Venn diagram, but the JAMB might not have that much time to rejoin for diagram. Now you can use Venn diagram, or you can use what? Formula method. We have something we call the Morgan's rule. Morgan's rule says that number of A union what? B is equal to number of A plus number of what? B. That's the Morgan's rule. Plus what? So A number of what? A union number of A plus number of B minus what? Number of A intersection what? B. So that's what the Morgan's rule says. It says that what? A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. So we are looking for A intersection what? B now. So we have what? So how do you get A intersection B now? We just have to say that Now you take this on to the other side, so it will be number of A intersection what? B equal to what? Number of A minus plus what? Number of B equal to what? Number of A union B. Now what's number of A? For this is our A. This is our A. Number of people that write what? Champion is A, and this we can use this one as our B. As our B. So now the union of the two should be what? 50. A union what? B, that is the addition of everyone here is what? Is 50. So we have what? Now 40 plus what? 30 minus 50. Definitely we have what? 70 minus 50 equal to what? 20. So that's that. We use what? The De Morgan's, or this is what we call De Morgan's law of what? Of offset. So that's that about the option what? Go about drawing the diagram for this, but that will take much of your time. You can just sketch the diagram here and say, okay, I'm having two circles here. My universal set is 50. So I'm having what? I'm having 40 here as my 40, and I'm having 30 here, and naming this one what? X. So you can use the Venn diagram, so not to waste most of our time, just use the Morgan's rule directly. So that's that about that one. So we have come to the end of today's class. If you haven't subscribed, please do want to press the subscribe button and the notification bell. And also the solution to this one question.